Hey everyone, welcome back to your favorite channel, The Crypto Guys. In today's video, we'll be discussing two topics, DeFi and Web3. As always, this is not financial advice, and please make sure to do your own research before investing in any cryptocurrencies. That being said, let's get started. The web we are experiencing today is much different than what it was 10 years ago. In this video, we will explain how the web has evolved, where it's going next, and why this matters. The web has evolved a lot over the years, and its applications are almost unrecognizable from its earliest days. The evolution of the web has passed into three separate stages: Web 1.0, Web 2.0, and Web 3.0. Web 1.0 was the first iteration of the web. Most participants were consumers of content, and the creators were typically developers who built websites that contained information served up mainly in text or image format. Most of us have primarily experienced the web in its current form, commonly referred to as Web 2. You can think of Web 2 as an interactive and social web. In the Web 2 world, you don't have to be a developer to participate in the creative process. Many apps are built to allow anyone to be the creators easily. If you want to craft a thought, share it with the world, you can. If you wish to upload a video and allow millions of people to see it, interact with it, comment on it, you can do that too. Web 2 is simple, really. And because of its simplicity, more and more people worldwide are becoming creators. Now, the web in its current form is excellent in many ways, but there is certainly room for improvement. There are fundamental differences between Web 2 and Web 3, but at its core is decentralization. Web 3 represents the next generation of the internet, focusing on shifting the power away from big tech companies over to the individual users. Web3 can be understood as the read, write, own phase of the internet. Rather than just using free tech platforms in exchange for our data, users can participate in the governance and operation of the protocols themselves. This means people become participants and shareholders, not just customers or products. In Web3, these shares are called tokens or cryptocurrencies, and they represent ownership of the decentralized networks known as blockchains. If you hold enough of these tokens, you have a say over the web. Holders of governance tokens can spend their assets to vote on the future of, say, for example, a decentralized lending protocol. Most importantly, the investors decide what happens on the decentralized internet. What happens on Web 2 is determined by Twitter, Facebook, Google, a small number of other companies and their executives. In Web 3, developers don't usually build and deploy applications that run on a single server or store their data in single databases. Instead, Web 3 applications either run on blockchains, decentralized networks of many peer-to-peer nodes or servers, or a combination of the two that form a crypto-economic protocol. These apps are decentralized, and you will see that term often used in the Web3 space. Why is Web3 always considered a crypto thing? Now, when you hear about Web3, you'll notice that cryptocurrency is often part of the conversation. That's because cryptocurrency plays a significant role in many of these protocols. It provides a financial incentive, tokens, for anyone who wants to create, govern, contribute to, or improve one of the projects themselves. These protocols may often offer various services such as computation, storage, bandwidth, identity, hosting, and other web services commonly provided by the cloud providers in the past. People can make a living by participating in the protocol at various technical and non-technical levels. Consumers of the service usually pay to use the protocol, similar to how you would pay a cloud provider like AWS today. Except in Web3, the money goes directly to the network participants. Many web infrastructure protocols like Filecoin, LivePeer, Arweave, and The Graph have issued utility tokens that govern how the protocols function. So here's the big question. What can you do on Web3? Web3 makes the proliferation of cooperative governance structures for once centralized products possible. Anything at all can be tokenized, whether it's a meme, a piece of art, a person's social media output, or even tickets to a Gary Vee conference. A great example of the paradigm shift is in the gaming industry. For any of you who play the game Call of Duty, this is most applicable. Gamers grumble endlessly about the bugs that developers leave in their favorite video games, and how the latest patch has upset the balance of their favorite weapons. With Web3, gamers can invest in the game itself and vote on running issues. Large Web2 companies like Meta and Ubisoft are creating virtual worlds powered in part by Web3. Non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, will also play a huge role in reshaping the gaming industry by allowing players to become the immutable owners of the items they accrue. This brings about a new way of building companies. Tokens also bring about the idea of tokenization and the realization of a token economy. Take, for example, the current state of building a software company. Someone comes up with the idea, but they need money to support themselves in the starting process. To get the money, they take on venture capital and give away a percentage of the company. This investment immediately introduces misaligned incentives that will, in the long run, not align well with building out the best user experience. Also, suppose the company ever does become successful. In that case, it will take a long time for anyone involved to realize any value, often leading to years of work without any real return on your investment. Now, imagine instead that a new and exciting project is announced that solves a real problem. Anyone can participate in building it or investing in it from day one. The company announces the release of X number of tokens, gives 10% to the early builders, puts 10% for sale to the public, and sets the rest aside for future payments of contributors and funding of the project. Stakeholders can use their tokens to vote on changes of the project's future, and people who helped build the project can sell some of their holdings to make money after the tokens have been released. Because blockchain data is totally public and open, purchasers have the complete transparency over what is happening. In contrast to buying equity in private or centralized businesses, many things are often cloaked in secrecy. This is already happening in the Web3 space. Radical is a decentralized GitHub alternative that allows stakeholders to participate in the governance of their projects. Gitcoin is another that allows developers to get paid in cryptocurrency for jumping in and working on open source issues. Uniswap, SuperRare, The Graph, Audius, and countless other protocols and projects have issued tokens to enable ownership, participation, and governance. Because intermediaries are no longer involved in Web3, companies will no longer control user data. This minimizes the likelihood of governance or corporate censorship and the effectiveness of denial of service attacks, which is possible due to Web3. Again, this is not financial advice. This video is strictly for educational purposes only. But if you'd like to stay up to date with more crypto information, please join our Discord channel. The links are located in the description below. What did you think of today's video? Let us know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit the subscribe button or hit the bell for notifications before you go. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.